welcome back to episode 9 of the MacroActive Town Halls. I'm Sarah Kelsey, product marketer at MacroActive and podcast host for the One Up project.
And I'm Sam Williams, Chief of Marketing. At MacroActive, we're on a mission to impact 10 million people's lives and aim to be the most valuable platform for fitness and wellness coaches, entrepreneurs, and creators.
Over the last 2 weeks, we have discussed exercise and nutrition program creation and how a manual process compares to automation. So to round this all up, I have brought back Laura and Alex so we can discuss mindset. Again, Laura is our fitness and nutritionist specialist and Alex our fitness lead. Let's chat to them now about the importance of mindset in your programs.
Being here with me today, guys. So we're going to talk a little bit about mindset, and I'm really keen to find out what are some of the key resources a trainer might consider for their clients, men in particular wanting to bulk up or gain muscle, around their mindset.
I think the first thing that comes to mind is when you're bulking up and trying to put on weight, put on muscle, is that something that corresponds with that is lifting heavier weights. So a feature within the platform is a workout log. So if a client comes in week 1, day 1, they see their exercises. When they come back to that in week 2, or it could be week 20 down the track, they can see the weights that they lifted throughout each session. So a good indicator and a way to help with their mindset would be that they are improving those weights as they're putting on weight as well. That's a big one.
Definitely. And something they can also do with that too is to use the feature where they can leave a note for next time. Where they can say, increase the weight that was, I did that really well, or maybe it's do more reps or something like that, so they can kind of track their progress as they go. Gives them a little bit more motivation for the next time they do that exercise to add more weight or do more reps or whatever.
Yeah, and I suppose it's a benefit of having a platform too, because if you were a trainer manually doing that and you have 50 clients or something, it's going to take you ages to do that with your client.
Especially if there's a certain exercise that they do in week 1, but not again for 20 weeks. You can imagine scuffling through your notes trying to find what weight they did. Whereas if you're just going to appear for that client, then it's a whole lot easier from a user perspective.
Yeah, definitely. And another feature of the platform that you wouldn't have available if you were manually to create these programs as well is the custom app pages. And I think that it's something that probably not a lot of trainers have considered or used. So how would you guys suggest that they could use that to help with the mindset of their clients?
I think the biggest one for a perfect video in these app pages is explaining things that you might go through while you're trying to put on weight, like bulk up is the gaining of weight. So for a lot of people that can be quite theming in their mindset. They kind of as they put on weight, as much as it is reaching the goals that they want to achieve, it is putting on weight, which for a lot of people can be quite a negative thing. So it's reminding them that rest assured that even though you are putting on weight, that's on track to achieving the goals that you want to achieve.
Definitely. And something that's cool about those app pages is the trainer can either write a big long message about that, or they can film a video of themselves talking about it. They can really personalize it as much as they want to, which is really great.
Yeah, definitely. And ultimately, what do you guys think that is the effect that this would have on a client? I know you're in the space, Alex, of already having clients. Laura, I don't think you have clients yet, but will eventually. So how do you think this would impact your potential current clients if they had access to something like that?
I think it's with the app pages, being able to watch these videos or something whenever they want to. So instead of having to, let's say your trainer is away or doing something and you reach out saying you're having a tough time, can take a little while to hear back from them. Whereas if you're on their platform, you can just watch that video straight away, read that text and kind of understand why you're feeling the way you are.
100%, yeah. And then it's up to the trainer to reach out to clients when they can. They can work it in with their own schedule. They don't have to be at the beck and call of clients kind of 24/7. They can have that there with rest assured that their clients can go have a look at that when they need to, kind of on their own accord, and then they don't have to spend all that time, checking in.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Well, thanks so much for being here, guys.
What I really enjoyed about having Laura and Alex on is that they both have different training and nutrition styles. So they bring up quite a wide perspective to what is required to support your client's mindset. What did you reckon?
Yeah, I guess coming back to some of the comments that I made last week, a business without a system isn't really a business at all. And so having ways in which you can automate and personalize your interaction so that you can impact more people's lives at scale is a pretty key part of what there is to offer. And this is just another dimension of it.
For sure. So we're going to recap a couple of the main points. And to establish a client's mindset, the usual process a trainer would go through is regular catch-ups, reflecting on things like their weight progress or feeling, just their general feeling throughout the process. So many features on the platform that were mentioned by Laura and Alex describe the benefits of having these things automated and how it removes time and admin involved as well.
Yeah, one of those features was the workout log. For men trying to gain muscle, they probably have quite strict and specific goals, which means tracking their workouts will be highly motivating. Also, things like the notes section allow clients to reflect on their thoughts, and custom pages in the app provide a customizable space for relevant resources for gaining muscle.
Yeah, and so most importantly, what impact will this have on your clients? The instant access to support is obviously key. No need to worry about being contacted at all hours when the resources they need can all be within the one app. This kind of support encourages adherence, commitment, consistency, and habit building around the client's health and fitness journey.
Yeah, for the news this week, we'd like to go over a crucial topic. Firstly, the importance of diversification of your social channels, something we encourage you to do in order to reduce the risk to your business when any given social account gets suspended. And it's happening all too often these days. So here's some commentary from our CEO.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Take it from me, we learned the hard way. It is not fun when the music stops and you don't have a chair. What do I mean by eggs in one basket? Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, these are all your baskets. 10 years ago, we were hit with an algorithm change on Facebook. We had always talked about diversification, but hadn't done it. It is not fun when revenue dries up overnight and you have expenses to pay. The smartest thing that you can be doing right now with the traffic to your primary channel is be giving them great content, super valuable content, and saying, if you like this, follow me over here. If you're on TikTok, follow me over here on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, follow me over here on Snapchat. Diversification is absolutely the smartest thing that you can do with your traffic right now.
Thanks, Ken. So as you said, so important not to keep all your eggs in one basket. Imagine waking up to your Instagram profile being hacked or suspended. It's an unfortunate position some influencers have found themselves in before, and more will definitely find themselves in the future. So two-factor authentication, which we want to talk about, is a really vital tool to the privacy and security of yourself personally, but also your business.
So having two types of security, in other words, a password and a code to access your account, is going to mean that hackers are less likely to be able to access your account. And so one of the primary causes of your account being suspended is actually having it hacked. So, it's not always about violating the terms of service for any given social channel. Sometimes it's because unauthorized users have got in there. And so having two-factor authentication makes complete sense in order to reduce the risk of getting hacked. And it provides you with peace of mind, so you don't need to worry about waking up to your account being gone for whatever reason. Make sure you have a backup plan for when you lose your phone, which inevitably will happen, and make sure you have someone else either managing your account or with access to it. Recently, we've been alerted to ransom attacks on Meta accounts in the last several weeks. So we'll be doing a special security episode in the coming weeks.
Yeah, for so many of you, your brand and your social media accounts are your biggest sales tool, biggest potential assets helping you as well. So we really want to encourage you to get two-factor authentication set up on all social media accounts as soon as possible. We've linked a very short but extremely valuable article from Instagram with the steps of exactly how to do this. So please make sure you give that a read as well. So in our next segment, we are, of course, discussing what we're watching at the moment, going through another episode of the Playbook, A Coach's Rules for Life. So in the next episode of the series, it highlights the career of Patrick Mouratoglou. So Patrick, up until very recently, was the coach of Serena Williams, a very accomplished tennis player, winning 23 Grand Slams, the second most of all time. So Patrick has coached many up-and-coming players in the tennis scene, coaching over 40 players who have broken into the world's top 100 rankings as well.
Yeah, Patrick has a more empathetic approach in comparison to Jose from last week. As a shy and introverted kid, he developed a skill to read people. Their emotions and body language was how he got to know individuals and classmates. And this drove all of the lessons for life that were featured in the show.
Yeah, we're keen to talk about one of those lessons in particular, number 5, let them know that they're not alone. Patrick starts to discuss how he noticed players doing this thing called tanking. Tanking essentially means that you give up, you don't try, or you lose on purpose. This tends to happen more commonly in players that are used to being number one. So when they notice they're no longer on top or up and coming, the up and coming players are getting better than them, they just decide it isn't worth it anymore and essentially give up. I can imagine this would be a completely hopeless feeling and debilitating feeling for the player. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, I guess it's something that I've noticed in business too. So it's often we get to the top of our game and we lose focus. We can actually tank our businesses. You know, it's very easy to potentially tank your social media influence as well. It can be hard to be on top all the time, and it's stressful. And sometimes it may be easier just to give up than continuing on pushing when you feel like you're not making any progress. So there are some really interesting lessons in what Patrick has to say about this idea of tanking and catching yourself when you're potentially tanking in your business.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree with you. And some of you might be feeling this way right now as well. So how can we overcome this feeling, and what support is available to you so you can overcome this feeling? The first thing that would help establish some self-compassion and understanding is actually asking yourself why you feel this way. You know, often there'll be some kind of deeper reason. So introspective thought, looking inwards and asking yourself a pretty vulnerable question really will be so powerful. Of course, sometimes it's often hard to sit in your thoughts, but I think it will reveal so much about how you can overcome this if you do. And if you don't feel comfortable doing this on your own, talk to a trusted friend or create your support system.
Yeah, and I suppose with the MacroActive business model, we are your business partners. So we're here to help you and coach you to be successful. So the purpose of client success is not just to enable you to drive more revenue, it's actually to support you as you build your business and grow as a trainer and ultimately as a person with your brand on social media. The team can support you with strategies or talking through your current approach to building your brand. And consider some of the extensive resources we have to expand your brand and enhance your presence.
Yeah, a few examples of this would be, you know, the blogs on our website Grow section, the knowledge base, our Instagram, and of course the various videos we have here on YouTube. Also, don't forget to keep an eye on our close friends on Instagram as well, and we'll have those linked below for you.
So next up, on the 21st of June, we are launching the 100-day challenge, especially for the top 150 impact entrepreneurs that we partner with. Sarah, tell us, what is a rugby first 15?
Yeah, so the first 15 is the equivalent to being on your high school football team, for example. You're playing to the highest athletic standard and amongst the best in your age group. Elite, if you like, and that you gain access to some of the best coaching and opportunities to be a part of the big leagues.
And by now, the top 150 partners will have received their invitation to try out for the MacroActive First 15. Qualification will be based on those partners who impact the most lives over a 100-day period.
All the qualifying partners will access a new level of support, investment, and status, with the top 3 receiving a prize and investment pool of $50,000 US.
And it goes live Tuesday, June 21st. If you have any questions, please talk to your client success manager.
Cool. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Once again, we look forward to seeing you continue to impact more lives with some of these resources.
Don't forget to like and subscribe or comment below. Remember, your close friends group or being a member of the close friends group on Instagram gives you access to exclusive updates and information. And of course, we're really keen to see you participate in the first 15. Ciao for now.